Good evening, it's Busy Bees. It's Tuesday, October 21st. Here's your evening news rundown in under 5 minutes. Not too much on how I look. I deal with chronic pain, and today's a particularly bad day for me. Internal procurement documents reviewed by Reuters say that ICE has authorized purchases of tactical missiles, anti-drone systems, and military-grade rifles. What do they need that for if they're raiding a Home Depot and taking people out of work? Well, they need it for us. And they need it against our own military, just in case Trump orders our military into cities and they say, no, this is unconstitutional, where here comes ICE. ICE will fight, our Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines. That's what that's for. It's a takeover, and it's happening right now. Federal agents arrested a 47-year-old New Jersey man accused of making death threats against House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries and it's the usual suspects. He happens to be an insurrectionist as well. So, he referenced civil war and patriot duty. There is a lot of violence in politics, and it seems to be coming from inside the House of the GOP. President Trump warned contractors not to share photos of his $150 million White House ballroom construction. The problem is, he said he wouldn't demolish or harm the White House, and there's photos of him demolishing parts of the White House. This guy lies. I don't know why anyone would believe him. And this reference to private donors, we don't need private equity in our armed forces, which they're looking to privatize our army. And we don't need private equity in terms of our White House and politics. This is what the problem is. This is the swamp that he said he was going to get rid of, but he seems to be growing and festering it. Speaking of festering, Trump has requested $230 million in pain and suffering damages, citing media harassment and defamation. And you know what? The likelihood of him getting that is high because he has all his people at the DOJ and in other installations that will allow him to collect this money. And he'll say, well, I don't collect my salary as president, so you won't get your $200,000 salary, but you'll get $230 million on top of the other enrichments you have using our government and whatever other things you take from other people. According to the Washington Post, the administration is exploring a plan to admit 7,000 white South African farmers, known as Afrikaners, under the humanitarian economics grounds. When you don't even take care of our own farmers, where are we placing these farmers at? What are we doing? What are we giving them? And we're not giving anyone else because they're white Afrikaners. Trump told Republican senators to remain unified and reject any compromise with Democrats because he needs to keep fleecing the government. So if he manages to contain more power, he can steal more money. Arizona Attorney General Chris Mays has filed a federal lawsuit against Speaker Mike Johnson, demanding the representative Adelita Grajalva be sworn in. I don't know what took so long. Like, this is getting ridiculous. Let's hope the courts side on the right side of history. The administration is reportedly seeking to transfer oversight of Individuals with Disabilities Act, IDEA Act, from Department of Education to RFK Jr., who's, Tylenol causes autism. That's who we're going to place this into the hands of. Okay? And lastly, this, they're all personal to me, but authorities at Hartsfield's Jackson Atlanta International Airport arrested a heavily armed man attempting to enter the security area. He did have an AR-15 in his car. My sibling works at that airport. Everyone talks about mass shootings, but it was knocking on my family's door. That's the evening news rundown. Please stay smart, stay safe, stay informed, like, share, and follow if you can.